Pity is not compassion. It is not love, nor wisdom, nor justice. It is a weapon, sometimes wielded gently, sometimes subtly, but always with intention. In today's world, pity has become a tool of manipulation. Those who cannot control you through strength will attempt to bend you through sorrow. But the Stoic is not easily bent. A Stoic does not harden his heart, but he does train his mind. And he knows that to live by reason, he must be able to distinguish between honest suffering and strategic suffering, between genuine need and emotional blackmail. 1. The manipulative power of pity. Seneca wrote, "Pity is the vice of a narrow soul. It makes us weak and useless." That may sound harsh, but it is not cruelty, it is clarity. Manipulators rely on your desire to be good, kind, and empathetic. They create a narrative of helplessness not because they are helpless, but because they have learned it works. They present themselves as broken so that you will bend. They play the victim not to seek justice, but to escape accountability. The Stoic sees this clearly. He does not let his emotions become a leash around his neck. 2. The danger of unchecked empathy. Empathy is powerful, but when it is blind, it becomes dangerous. If you let every tear move your heart, you will become a slave to appearances. People will sense your softness and exploit it. Stoicism is not about coldness, it is about control. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and philosopher, ruled with mercy, but not with naivety. He said, "Well, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy." That includes those who manipulate through guilt, sadness, or need. Learn to pause. When someone tries to manipulate you with a story of how much they've suffered, ask, is this truth or is this theater? Are they asking for help or for submission? 3. Emotional blackmail and Stoic boundaries. Emotional blackmail often sounds like this. "After everything I've done for you, you're the only one I have left. If you really cared, you would." These phrases are weapons disguised as wounds. The Stoic learns to recognize this pattern and respond not with guilt, but with calm detachment. Help when you can, but only when it is just. Support others, but never at the cost of your peace or principles. You are not responsible for healing every person you meet, especially not those who harm you while asking for sympathy. 4. Compassion versus pity. Compassion is active. It is rooted in justice and strength. Pity is passive. It weakens both the giver and the receiver. The Stoic seeks to empower others, not to enable their dependency. When someone is drowning, you don't jump into the river and drown with them. You throw a rope. But many manipulators don't want a rope. They want you in the water beside them, gasping, sinking, bound by your own sympathy. Stoic compassion is firm. It says, "I see your pain, but I will not let it become my prison." 5. Why manipulators target the kind. People who manipulate through pity rarely go after the cruel or indifferent. They target the kind, the gentle, the noble, because they know you care, and caring unguarded is leverage. That is why Stoicism trains you to think before you feel, and to act not from impulse but from principle. You can still be kind, but with clarity. You can still give, but without guilt. And you can still love without being deceived. The Stoic response. Calm, rational, just a none. When you sense someone is using your compassion against you, withdraw slightly. Not in hatred, but in observation. Ask, is this person seeking help or power? Do they improve when supported or demand more? Does their story serve healing or control? Then act accordingly. Help if it aligns with virtue. Walk away if it violates your peace. The Stoic is not afraid to say no, not because he lacks love, but because he refuses to abandon reason. He refuses to be a puppet in someone else's emotional theater. 7. Emotional independence, the highest freedom. The highest form of freedom is emotional independence. To be able to hear a sad story and not be pulled into guilt, to see another suffering and not lose your sense of right and wrong, to choose your actions rather than be pushed into them. This is not selfishness, It is self-possession. A Stoic does not belong to anyone else's drama. His peace is not for sale. His choices are not made through pressure, but through principle. Final thoughts. They will try to control you through pity, through tears, through stories that make your heart ache. But remember, the path of the Stoic is not cruelty, it is clarity. It is acting with wisdom, not guilt, with compassion, not compliance. You were not born to be manipulated. You were born to stand firm, think deeply, and act justly.